And
Exactly.
I'm planning on going to Colombia for the first time ever in January. I wanna spend like a month out there. I got a friend through YouTube. He's been living out there for over 2 years. He works on his computer. He hasn't been in the United States in going on 4 years, I think. He lived in the Dominican Republic for over a year, moved to Colombia, moved to Ecuador, back to Colombia. He's about to get married in Colombia. Currently he lives in Medellin, but he's
Okay.
lived in a few different places. He did temporary, like, he taught English classes and stuff. So he's wanting me to come out there.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, Colombia. That was. Let me see. Hold on. Mexico, Dominican Republic. Yeah, Colombia was my third country, and then I went to Cuba. Yep. So,
Yeah, I wouldn't mind going to Cuba.
hey,
Um,
when when I say you go to see Cuba, it will it will blow your mind in a good way. Yeah.
so like the people that put videos out of Cuba, is it or do the videos do it justice,
I
or
I mean, nothing beats being there yourself. But
right?
when you see the videos, I mean, it does it pretty good. I mean, depending on the angle that you're doing your video from. Like me,
Uh huh.
I would say I'm going to kind of take like three different styles. I'm going to kind of do. Have you heard this guy called Passport Heavy?
The name sounds familiar, but I don't know if I've watched his footage yet or not.
Okay, so Passport Heavy, he got a lot of subscribers. I think he has like 1 million subscribers or close to it, or it could be a little bit over 1 million now. It's been a little while since I watched him. I've been trying to focus on my thing, people that I can actually be in contact with and build content with. Uh,
Uh huh.
Not saying that I don't try to watch the bigger YouTubers, but if I can't get in contact with you, it don't make no sense directly for me to focus on you unless I have something to learn from you. But if I can get
Right.
in contact with common people and we can help build each other, then those are the
Uh
people
huh.
I want to deal with that have good travel experiences like myself and and good knowledge to put out.
Yeah.
Yep. So Passport Heavy, he's a little hard to get in contact with because he is so big, And God willing, the universe willing, for me to get to that level. I understand you got that many people trying to get in contact with you. It is kind of hard to be in touch with everybody, and you still have your business to run, So
Uh,
yeah. But
yeah.
but yeah, Cuba, um, a lot of my stuff I didn't get on camera because I was never the type to pick up the camera. I was never the type to show what I had going on. And I got a chance to bump into. Have you ever heard of Marwa,
Oh, yeah.
the African
He's in
YouTuber from
Africa,
Kenya?
ain't he?
Yeah,
Isn't he in Africa?
yeah, Kenya. So I met Marwa when he was in Colombia, and me and Marwa was chilling, and he told me I should pick up the camera and start filming. He said, if you don't have a camera, that's fine. Just use your phone for right now. And I didn't listen to him. I would probably have I don't know how many subscribers by now, cause he has like half a million subscribers right now. So it's like if I had to listen to him, I might be somewhere in that range. And I'm like, dang, but I start so like the thing made me focus on YouTube was when I went to Africa. I posted that video and I got like 170 thousand views on that video from Africa. So
Wow.
that was my first viral video, and it made me realize I would be an idiot not to do this, not to put my trips, what I have going on, me talking about traveling, because a lot of people who live vicariously through the people who can travel, whether it be maybe you're in trouble that you can't travel, maybe you have too many bills, maybe you have child support issues,
Right.
whatever the situation may be. If you want to live vicariously through me and my travel, then I want to provide you the best experience I can, and I want to do the interviews with the best people I can, so that they can provide their experiences to help vicariously motivate you. You know.
Right. No, I mean, like my travel time's basically when we're laid off from work. So in the winter times when I travel, I usually try to take 2 or 3 trips a year. Uh, so there's a lot of places I'd like to go. I seen some of the Cuba footage of in the streets with Keys.
Oh yeah.
Timmy Carter did some stuff in Cuba. Um, there's this guy kid from England called Backpacker Ben, and
Mm,
this other dude, Bald and Bankrupt. They're in Africa right now.
wow.
They do some crazy shit. Timmy Carter, Bald and Bankrupt did some crazy shit when they took the migrant route from Venezuela all the way to the Mexican border, or to the U.S. border. That was crazy. They went through the Darien and all that shit. That was
Oh
crazy. The
yeah.
La Bestia, all that shit. That was crazy.
I
Well,
mean,
yeah, they.
I definitely understand that. I took the bus. I didn't go the immigrant route, quote unquote. But I will. I'm not scared to, and I want to get my Spanish up even more. You know, maybe even me and you might be able to take some trips together if you ever want to.
Yeah. I know, like when I go to Medellin, there's me and my friend. His name's Tyson Cole. He has a YouTube channel too. Um, there's another friend of mine that I've met in Boca Chica. He's from New York, but he lives in Atlanta, Georgia. He works for Delta Airlines.
Mm.
He's cool cat. He's talking about coming in January, and maybe I have to talk to my Salvadorian buddy that I met in Sotapeki. He lives in Chicago. He's a U.S. resident, but he's from El Salvador. He said he took his sons to Medellin, and they took the Teleférico in Medellin all
Mm.
the way to the top. He said there's a beautiful park up there.
Oh yeah. Okay. Wait.
Oh,
Okay. So they took the escalator.
every park.
Okay. Yeah. That's. Wait. Is that going toward Beijing? That's going toward Beijing, all right?
I don't know. I just know there's a park somewhere up top when you take that cable car. He said it's beautiful.
Okay. See, I think that's going towards Beijing, cause Beijing, I think, is the last stop, if I remember. I never went that far, but I think
Oh,
Beijing is either the last stop or almost the last stop. So it may be in that direction, but I would definitely like to do that when I go back there. A lot of
And
people like to give Colombia a bad name, but I think it's just people being horn dogs. And
exactly, exactly. You're
exactly,
100% right.
because I never had any issues, and how I travel is I reach out through social media, Facebook or whatever,
Exactly,
and I meet people
exactly.
and I vet them and I use my intuition. And if I've been talking to you a month and you give me bad vibe or you give me some kind of weird vibe, I just cut it loose. Hola.
Exactly.
I just cut
Exactly.
it loose. So a lot of guys they will get that bad feeling and they'll still go ahead and do it, and then they
Right.
end up drugged or something, and it's
Yep.
downhill from there. Oh, Colombia's this bad place. Colombia's horrible. No, you are an idiot. That's what happened to you. You were a freaking idiot.
Exactly. Exactly. These passport bros going to Colombia for the wrong reason.
Oh
If you're
yeah.
gonna try to go meet like hookers and prostitutes and shit, that's bad news.
Oh
If
yeah.
you go for like the culture and like the nature and just like a regular tourist, you'll be all right.
Same thing here. If you stay away from that silliness down in Central, you'll be okay. You will avoid the police that's trying to rob you and do all kind of things and stick you up, and all of the bad people. You will avoid those people for the most part. For the most part, I'm not saying they're not anywhere else, but Central is the hub for it. Just about anywhere you go, or if you go to a parque that's known for that, then yeah, it's like you're asking for it.
Exactly. We're planning on taking the bus to the big rock in Pinon. Pinon, I think it's called in Guatapé.
Oh, yeah, Guatepe, and they also have what you call that, the mud pit. They got the mud pit there too.
Oh, I don't know. I was looking on Airbnb for like I found some cabins that are by that lake or something in Guatapé somewhere like out there to stay there maybe for the weekend, like leave Medellin on Friday morning in the bus and go to Guatapé and spend Friday, Saturday, Sunday, come back Sunday or whatever. I want to go to that rock. I've seen many YouTube videos. I don't care how long it takes, but I'm going to the top. So that's one thing that we had talked about doing. And he also told me there's like a coffee plantation or somewhere where they grow a lot of coffee. He said it's pretty nice.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know if that's in Merida or what part, but we talked about that as well. And
I I do apologize. They're doing work on the next apartment, so it's kind of loud. like
okay.
I'm not like in a polished neighborhood. This is a regular neighborhood I'm in.
uh, Now we were talking about going to the beach, but I don't think I'm going to Cartagena. I'd rather go to like Santa Marta or
Yes,
Marquis.
Santa Martha,
Maybe Santa Marta.
much better option. Much better option. You cut all the headaches out that you get in Cartagena,
Exactly.
and
But if we go
and
out
I
there,
think the chocolate is much better there as well.
we're gonna fly out there. We're not gonna take the bus. I mean, that way we're just gonna stay for like maybe 3 days or so, 4 days maybe. So we'll just fly out there. It's quicker, like an hour or so.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of my travel plan. Puerto Plata in December and January to Medellin, and then
Okay.
we'll see what happens. See what I can do after that.
Wow.
But yeah, that's. And there's this other YouTuber who's just up and coming. He's I think he's part Mexican American. He lives in somewhere in Texas, and he did some videos in Costa Rica. So Costa Rica looks nice too. I wouldn't mind checking out Costa Rica, Nicaragua, Belize,
Oh yeah.
Panama,
I love
all
it
them
all.
places.
My dad's side of the family is from Panama. So yeah, I definitely have a good strong connection with Panama. Um my first time going out there, you know the craziest thing about it is my cousins, they spoke no Spanish with me. They like refused to teach me Spanish. And it was the craziest thing, like they would translate for me. And I'm like, why not help teach me Spanish instead of you translate everything? But how to say, you know how some people, they kind of want to keep their hands in your pocket. So I think that's more so what it was. But shout out to my family.
They live
But
in Panama. They speak English or whatever.
hold on, wait. Okay,
So
say that one
English
more
in
time. You keep
Panama.
hitting him.
So they speak English down there in Panama too.
Yeah. Well, it's just like being here. Um, you got people who can speak English and bilingual.
Uh-huh.
So my family, they can speak English. And it's like how to call it. I think more so the people who grew up in Panama City can speak more English, or if you grew up over on the other coastal region, it has a lot of African influence, and they speak English on that side as well.
Oh, I got you. So it's kind of like Nicaragua.
Oh yeah, they
Part of the
speak perfect English in
what's
Nicaragua.
the I forget the name of the area. Ace Live went there, and shoot, who else went to? Oh, this dude from New York. He's a white dude. Sabotage or something like that. He's got a weird YouTube name, but he lived in Argentina for a little while.
Mm.
I don't know if it was for school or what, but this guy, he's in Nicaragua right now, but he goes to he can speak like freaking, I don't know, man, 3 or 4 different languages, man. He goes to like China and Japan. He can speak
Wow.
Japanese or like Chinese and what I think he can even speak some Portuguese. He's been all over South America. He went to Guyana,
I've been to
um,
Guyana.
but he's went to like African places, like places I've never like barely heard of and stuff.
Wow.
But yeah, he's in that. He went to that area in Nicaragua, like where they speak English. I forget. I can't think of the name of the state or departamento, or I don't know how. I think they call them departamentos, don't they? In like the Latin American countries,
I think that's how they call it. Like,
it's like basically a state or whatever.
right. I'm sorry, it's slipping my mind right now as well. Um, let me see what area is
Dang
that
it.
called again?
Uh,
Freak. I can't even think of it right now. I hate that, so like that's one thing too that when I get ready to start doing my videos with people, I want to make sure I write down some of the things I want to talk about so I don't have these brain freeze moments like right now, you know, like
There you
hell,
go.
I hate it because I will see like, damn, I got to script my own life. Like I can't remember some of some of the things that I've some of the places that I've been, some of the areas, how to call them. So like I have to think about and rewrite these things down. And it's like, oh man, so somebody sitting looking at you like, oh man, you're lying. Like, dude, you know how much stuff I have on my mind? I can't freaking remember everything.
There's another guy. Well, Bald and Bankrupt. Man, I don't know if he like. He's like pretty good as far as like when he goes somewhere, like he can speak Russian or what. I don't know. He speaks Russian pretty good.
Wow.
Uh, he he does pretty good as far as like when he goes somewhere and looks for stuff in certain countries wherever he goes, and like he's pretty good at like explaining the history of this, and like when yeah, him and Backpacker Ben travel together a lot. And there was this other guy named Tim K. He's from a white dude from LA. He was in the military or something. He lives in the Philippines now. He's married to a Filipina girl. They live in Leyte, I think. But those three hooked up. They went to Vietnam.
Oh,
And
okay, Vietnam.
that was pretty nice. Bald, he did like whenever he went to find something, or they went somewhere, and he was like, okay, this happened, and this is, like because of the war and the Ho Chi Minh City, and like he explains a lot of the history of like wherever he goes and stuff. Is pretty good.
Wow.
Uh,
Yeah. Yeah, like when I in okay, so like when I ended up in Asia, I flew into Bangkok and pretty much chilled. I chilled in Thailand for a month and a week, and then I ended up going to Vietnam. Then I went to Cambodia. Then I went to Philippines, and then I had to end up leaving. Yep. I was getting close to the end of my money, and I didn't want to get much more closer to the end, so I flew
right,
back. I
right,
flew
right.
back.
For real, yeah.
Huh?
No, there's so much traveling. I mean, Asia.
Oh
I
my
would definitely
god!
want to hit up Thailand, the Philippines, Vietnam, Singapore. All them countries over there.
Wow.
But it's crazy.
Damn. So like, what has been your favorite country so far?
Uh, I've been asked that a lot, and I can honestly say, out of every place I've went, I've always had fun. I've always had a good time. I've always met good people. I've never had any problems. I mean, I've loved every place I've been. I
Man.
mean,
And
so
you know
far,
what? Like you have a lot of people who would disagree with me and you both about not having any problems when you go to a country. I try to figure out why is it you're supposed to have problems when you go to another country? Like that's not the kind of energy I have. So I don't attract those things. Do you have like little minor things happen? Yes. But those things that just blow up and cause a chain
uh,
reaction,
I
no.
mean, I was just last year when I was in Honduras in Roatan. I was I think it was the day the power one day the power cut out for like almost freaking 8 hours, and I walked down to like the main road down by the beach, and I got something to eat. This one little bar had a generator or something, So I was in there eating, and I was just kind of minding my own business, and this dude was like, all of a sudden, like freaking started cussing at me in English, and like I was like, whoa. I mean, I don't even know this guy. I never met this guy. I didn't do nothing to this guy, and he was like, probably drunk. I don't know. And the
Wow.
chick that was working there, she was like, get in here, stay in here. But yeah, and one time, before me and my wife were married, we were dating. I was in Mexico City, and we was walking from her sister and brother-in-law's apartment to her dad's apartment, and we was just walking, and some dude walked by and like freaking cussed at me or whatever in English or whatever. And but like, as far as, well, there was this dude at Booty Bar one night. I was sitting there talking with my buddy. I was in there with my buddy. He lives in the island, and this dude was wasted, and he was trying to start shit, and they ended up kicking him out. Security took him out. Then he was like standing outside. Him and another guy was standing outside, like talking to security, and I was like, shit, what happened? I'm hoping they leave before the bar closed, because, you know, I had to walk a good distance. I mean, I wasn't like close to my apartment, but, you know, I had to walk a little ways, and, you know, I was like, shit, what do I do? You know, I don't want them waiting outside for me since they got kicked out. But they was gone by the time the bar closed, and I made it home, and, you know, nothing happened. But yeah, they was, I don't know, I didn't even know the dude, and he was like starting shit. He came over, and my buddy started to like talk to him and like, yo, what's going on? And he's like, I don't want to talk to you. And so, but
Golly.
as far as like physical, nah. I mean, my motto is respect the people, respect the culture.
Yes.
Don't go wearing like freaking flashy clothes and flashy jewelry. I don't wear jewelry. I don't wear a watch. I carry minimal cash, like just enough for for the day. I never have credit cards or nothing on me.
Same thing I do, bro. Like I went to Colombia, and not picking on New York, but some New York guys I bumped into. I didn't know these guys. They ended up well, one of them ended up getting robbed, and I told him, hey bro, why don't you take off all that flashy stuff, put on a regular t-shirt, and leave that $1,500 phone you got here at the room, and just here. I gave him like I never have expensive phone. Like this phone right here I have is just a regular $200 phone. And you know, I was like, bro, I'll give you one of my phone. Oh man, I gotta have my phone on me. I'm like, okay. And then he came knocking at my door the next day, asking could I help him get this issue resolved. I'm like, bro, how am I supposed to help you resolve this issue? I don't know anything about Colombia in that fashion. And on top of that, probably what's going to happen is these folks are going to take your case down. You don't speak the language. They're gonna talk about you in Spanish, laugh at you, and throw that case note in the garbage, and be like, oh, just another idiot gringo that got. You know, you know. I don't know what happened after that. He ended up leaving the next day, and yeah, it was what it was. But I told him he want to have on a necklace. Like, this is my necklace, my house keys. You know.
Right.
Yeah.
I bought a $200 phone at Walmart. It's it's an Android.
Mhm.
And whenever I go to Honduras, like the day that I get there, I always go buy the SIM card, so I have a regular phone like over there.
Exactly.
It ended up coming in handy when my main phone took a crap. So at least I still had that phone.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the like my main phone. Usually when I go to the bars at night or whatever down there in the main street or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
I leave this one at my apartment, my Airbnb, and I only take the little $200 one, which is, if they want to, they want to rob me for my $200 phone,
Ex-
whatever.
Exactly. You make all of that, okay, so be it. At least it won't be $1,500, almost $2,000 gone to some idiot who probably gonna snort it up anyway.
Right.
Golly.
It's just there's these guys like some like Razor Ray's always be reporting it whenever something happens and like talking about some of these clowns going to Cartagena and Medellin and getting scoped and whatever, but it's all them guys. They see all these chicks and get on Tinder and yeah.
Man.
No.
Tinder, nothing wrong with Tinder, but I think it's well proven. Leave that alone in Medellin. Leave that alone completely. If you can't do some walk up game, or if you can't go down to Central and oh, I'm gonna start hammering back. Hold on, let me come in. They're just starting hammering back again. If you I'm sorry about Oh my God. My bad. That just took off my whole concentration. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So if you can't go to Central and just enjoy yourself down there, I mean you can get scoped anywhere in Colombia. I don't care. Santa Marta, is
Right.
Cartagena, is wherever. Like a small town, scope is everywhere. Um, and I think a lot of people they try to use it to do an easy come up instead of them just providing the service and trying and just be happy with that. They want to try to take everything, knowing they're not a medical professional. I mean, and sit here and it just takes a little bit and you're gone. Just a sprinkle.
Yep.
A sprinkle is too much of that, you know. Um,
Yeah, it's
and they also have something in Brazil, if I remember it correctly, it's dragon's breath in
I think
Brazil.
I've heard of it.
Yep, dragon's breath in Brazil. Except down there, the the trans are using it to take your butt. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. They're not trying to take your money. They're trying to take your butt. So
oh,
they come like this, right in your face, and you breathing in. Boom, you're slumped over. Next thing you know, you got 15 hard inches up the rear.
wow.
Oh yeah, man. But hey, it
No,
is.
the whole thing is like if they go over there and look, if you go looking for trouble, you're gonna find it.
Oh yeah.
I mean, these guys could like go to the mall or go to the restaurants. I don't know, like the markets and stuff. I even like the street vendors and shit. Like I've this one guy, the one that's in Costa Rica now, or maybe it was Volpe, the Venezuelan dude that lives in Miami. Uh, Maybe it was him. Somebody was in Colombia somewhere, and they was they pulled up to like a little coffee, like a cart. The lady was selling coffees like on a little street corner cart or whatever. She was looking good.
Wow.
So yeah, I mean, there's other ways of doing it than the ways people approach. That's why it blows my mind that these people don't see, because there's other people that go there and have no issues.
Exactly. Go there, no issues at all. I haven't had an issue. The only travel issue I've had was here in Tijuana. Um, I'm not gonna tell the whole story, but I pretty much ended up getting my wallet dismissed from my person.
Dang.
I will tell the story in full at a later time, but it's yeah, it caused a lot of issues because I had my passport folded up in my wallet, and when my wallet got dismissed, the whole thing just caused so much trouble. It was ridiculous. So I learned from that experience, and that's the first and only time something that dramatic has ever happened to me. And I'm like, wow, I will never let that happen again. I will forever be aware of my surroundings.
That's the key. Other people don't. There's people that they get something happens, and before you know it, they go through the same shit two, three, four different times. Like after the first time, you think you'd learn.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I don't care how much of a blood rush you get down there. Nothing should take the blood from up here.
Exactly.
I think that we've all gone through something at some point in time. It may not be in another country, but I think that we've all of us men have gone through something with a woman, and it costs us something financially. If not financially, oh my god.
Oh yeah. I mean, I was in Boca Chica and there was, I most of the time the chicks that I meet when I go to these countries, I meet them on Facebook, I talk to them on Facebook first, so I know them, I message with them on Facebook, so I'm not like, most of the time I don't just meet like somebody that I've never talk to. I mean, sometimes there's times I meet girls that I never talk to anywhere on social media,
Oh yeah,
but
it
for the
happened.
most part, like I meet them through Facebook. Well, I met up with this girl in Boca Chica. We went down to the beach. It was like my second day there. The first day it was a disaster. I
Oh man.
I got drunk. I was hungover, and thank goodness to my buddy Pablo that has this little bar across the street from the Boca del Mar, the towers. So I was gonna go get more money because I was running low in money. I was gonna get more money to drink, and there was a couple. This girl showed up to the bar that sometimes bartends for him or whatever. He's got this little bar, and he's like, "Dude, no, you're drunk. You don't need no more money. You're good." So I didn't. But yeah, I was freaking wasted. The next day, I drank water and Gatorade. I was like hungover and it was crazy. I was like, so I met this chick. We go down to the beach. I'm just drinking like water or whatever. He had some beers, and she's like, "Oh, can my sister come and join us?" I'm like, "Well, I guess, I don't have an issue." Well, she gets there, and they order food and whatever. Guess who paying the bill? This guy.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
Golly. And I think also too that's one of the bigger situations that happens to guys is that you end up paying the bill, or you you pay a little bit more than expected for companionship.
Right.
Is it something to be ashamed of? No, I think we all get got. Even I got in Africa with a companionship situation, and I thought I was doing the right thing by going for a regular situation, and no, I I end up bumping into a situation that cost me a little bit more than if I had just went for the the pro option. If I had went for the pro option, I think I would have came out better. But hey, it happened. It was experience. I was looking at the body. I saw the boom, and when I saw the boom, I was instantly hypnotized, and that was not the right situation at all.
Right.
Yep. But you know what though? I think I think definitely sometimes when you think you're going for the right situation, that it can. Oh my God! I was like, so like when we get ready to like really do our interview, I think we need to do it more so at like nighttime, so that way this is avoided.
Right. Right.
Yeah, yeah, most definitely. Like during the daytime, they be still doing construction, like they're still building up here, and they're fixing on a couple of apartments on my side as well. So yeah, we definitely should wait until the nighttime to do the interview. Like we're just kind of breezing through this, kind of pulling stuff out of our heads now, so that we can kind of remember when it's time, and I can kind of jot some things down, and you can kind of recollect some things. So like right now,
Right.
it's just kind of like we're just jotting each other's memory.
Right. I mean, I could even talk to my buddy Strill
Yeah.
and see maybe we could uh, set it up where he could, be on the or he could join too.
Hey, I'll definitely love
He's
that. No
got
issues with that.
he's got Instagram too,
Okay.
so we could do a IG live or something.
Okay. Nice.
So
Nice.
I'll talk to Strill. I haven't talked to him in a minute. The last time I talked to him, they had a storm in Houston and it knocked out the power and shit. He went to the mall or something. They had a backup generator or something, and he was like charging his phone in his car or something. They had a disaster, but I haven't. I think that was the last time I talked to him, maybe a month ago, maybe.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate if you say that we can talk, you can slide in my number, you can send me his number.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
pretty much always available. Um, so yeah, man. Like I said, I want to definitely learn as much as I can about editing, and I'm taking this
Right,
serious.
right,
I didn't take the YouTube thing serious before, until like I just saw this crazy number about the Africa video, like, and then I have some other videos too. But I put less effort into and got 80,000 views, 70,000 views, 50,000 views.
Wow.
So yeah, I
That's
definitely want to
crazy.
put the effort into it and continue to grow properly.
Yeah.
hmm how many views do you have on your channel now and subscribers?
Let me see. I don't have that many subscribers. I only have. I don't know if it's gonna. My internet's strong enough to allow me to. I think I have like 30 some subscribers.
Okay, okay.
Since the like one of the shortest videos I did from Boca Chica had like the most views out of all of them. It had like 100 and some views, I think. I was gonna do. I was we start like the traditional thing when I go to Boca Chica, like the last night that I'm there, or like the night before the last night. I always go buy like chicken and steak or pork or whatever, and my buddy Pablo, we grill. We have like a barbecue at his bar. I
mm,
buy like rice and we buy all the stuff. Well, I was doing a video or making a video, and I had paused it, and this guy that was supposed to from that through another buddy of mine, he has a channel. He's Haitian, but he lives in Fort Lauderdale. His channel is Fit Travel,
oh yeah,
and
fair travel.
his buddy that lives in Santo Domingo, he picked me up at the airport and took me out to Boca Chica. Well, this Venezuelan chick that was working for Pablo at the bar, he said she would give me a ride back to the airport. She lived like right there in Boca Chica, so this guy called me and it interrupted my video and shit. And then he was like, he wasn't too happy that this other girl was taking me to the airport. He was sending me all kinds of like news articles and stuff, like people that disappeared. And I was like, nah, it's not like that. So the second time I went to Boca Chica, I called her and he came and picked me up at the airport. She's been taking me. She's been picking me up. She does like a taxi service. Actually, my buddy from Atlanta, he rented her car. He was just over there in Boca Chica like 2 weeks ago. He went for I think almost a week, and he rented her car. He stayed in Juandorio, and then he went to San Pedro. We went over there to San Pedro too, me and Pablo and Alejandra. We went to a baseball game when I was there in December. I was there end of November. I came back. I was there. I left the day after Thanksgiving. I came back the 1st of December. I was literally home for less than 2 weeks, and then I went to Honduras for a month.
Oh wow.
But yeah, we went to a baseball game over there. It was awesome. But all that stuff, videos, all those pictures are gone because I hadn't saved them on my phone crashed. So
Golly. Yeah, man. That's why I definitely got to get the dedicated
I'm
dedicated
getting
drive just for the videos.
I'm getting a action camera. I found it on Amazon. It's not the newest. So I can pull it up.
Are you talking about a DJI or another one?
Yeah. The DJI Osmo Action 3.
Oh yeah, that's the one I'm going to get. It comes with a microphone and all that if you're getting the creator package.
Okay, the Creator Combo Action Camera 4K. It's like $270. And then there's the DJ Osmo Action 3 Adventure Combo Waterproof Action. That one's like $300. But yeah, that's the one I'm getting. You can also get like an accessory, a 60-piece accessory pack for like $30. It has like the headgear, the freaking like a chest, almost looks like suspenders, and a waist strap and a case, and like you can mount on a bike, and it'll be perfect. I think it has a thing where I could have used it or attached it to the four-wheeler when I was in Utila. Instead of driving with one hand and trying to film with my phone. Or I had the like the selfie stick or whatever. I had the thing.
Wait. Are you talking about the Osmo that you hold like this, or are you talking about the one that's like this?
It's the rectangular one.
Okay. I haven't looked at that one. So it's not the GoPro, right?
No. This is like the actual camera.
Okay. I got to look at the reviews on that. I was going to get the Osmo.
Yeah.
Like the one that's like this that you hold, and it's like this.
Yeah. The thing is, I was talking to Strill and about a camera, and he was like, "Oh, you don't want to get that one; it's garbage." And I was like, then I was talking to the guy from Texas, the other guy, the Mexican guy from Texas, and he was using the action camera, and I was talking to some other people, and I was like, well, I don't want to spend like a ton of money because I'm only probably traveling a few times a year or whatever.
But you could get enough footage to where it lasts you for the time until you get ready to travel again.
Right. Plus I made, once I get the action camera, I may do some stuff here.
Exactly.
Like
you can do the surrounding areas. You know, definitely, bro. I got some ideas. If you want to work with me, I got some ideas. You know, cause like I said, I'm here in Tijuana, but I go to San Diego to work. So it's content in San Diego. It's content here, and this just gotta suffice until I can start getting out traveling how I want to again.
Right. So I mean, I'll have to see. I'm gonna plan on starting out with the DJI, the one that I found on Amazon for like $300. I'm gonna start out with that and see what I can do with it, see how things go, and I may upgrade to something else. Well, I just have to see how things go. Right now, I'm just
to be honest, I don't really know how much more could you upgrade besides that, because number one, it's an action camera. But okay, so this is the only part that don't make sense on the end, because you don't swim. See, for me, it makes sense completely because I'm going to swim. So I can take that camera in the water and everything, which is great, But if you decide to do something like the thing that you strap yourself on to somebody else and they fly you through the air, you can strap it to your chest.
Yeah. Parasailer.
Parasailer.
Where they pull it with the boat.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah.
That jet skiing.
I'm not scared of the water. I mean, I'll get into the water, but like most of the time I stay like shoulder depth or whatever. I mean, I did. I was the day at Christmas when I was out there in the water. I was out about as far as I wanted to, and a wave came, and I went out just a little bit further, and I was like about to panic because my feet didn't touch the ground. I was like, I got back to where my feet touched the ground, and then but no, I don't mind. I mean, I like being in the water. It's just, I want to be as long as my feet touch the ground or whatever.
That happened to me in Ohio, actually, at Lake. How do you say it? Cuyahoga.
Oh, Cuyahoga.
Yeah, Cuyahoga. That happened to me there. We went out, and my nephew says, "Hey, there's a caiman in the water," and I went off the end, like the last part. I went down, and I wasn't prepared to swim. Which I know that sounds crazy, like you know how to swim, but you wasn't prepared to swim. I didn't know it was a fall off. I thought the caiman had me when I just dropped down. I'm like, oh my God, the gator got me. That's what I was saying in my mind. And I forgot how to swim that fast. I thought I was gone. Like when I dropped down, I thought it swallowed me. I know that sounds silly, but I was like, what in the world? It got me. Because I did not know it was a drop off right there. It's like a 3-foot drop off. So like me, I'm 6'1". So the water was right here. So imagine you go from the water being right here to boom, you drop down 3 feet. You're gonna think something swallowed you if you didn't know that drop was there. Yeah, so yeah, man. I wish I had a got that footage out, but now that I know what YouTube is, I mean I've been knowing what YouTube is, but I did not realize that hey, people would love to see the things that you do. Why not film it? And I'm not pulling my own chain, but a lot of people have always found me interesting for some reason. So I'm like, why not put this on film? If the people different places I go find me interesting, I know people around the world should find me interesting too.
Yeah, I mean, it's like back or my dad. He always subscribed to this magazine called the National Geographic.
Oh yeah.
And he always told people that you can travel by sitting on his chair in the living room just by
Vicariously.
Reading the National Geographic. So basically YouTube's kind of like that. You can basically travel just by sitting on your couch watching YouTube of all these people that travel and put videos out there.
Exactly, vicariously. I'm trying to go ahead and fix me a thing of blueberries. That's why I turn the camera on. No, I mean I can hear you though.
I'll tell you what, the best orange juice I've had was in Mexico.
Oh yeah.
There was like where my ex-wife lived, there was this guy, an older guy. He literally freaking pushed like a Walmart shopping cart through the neighborhood, and he had like a whole bunch of oranges and a thing of glasses. And he like freaking he would squeeze like fresh orange juice. You could buy like these pretty big sized cups for like cheap. And I
Wow.
don't know, something about the oranges in Mexico, they're just way better than the oranges here.
Exactly. You can't even compare. You can't even
Now, the
compare.
one thing that I like mangoes, but not the green ones. Like when I was in El Salvador, my friends, they always buy these. Like they would sell the green mangoes. They would like slice them,
Oh
and
yeah.
they put like salt, chili, and lime or some lemon or something. They would eat them like that. I was like, give me the ripe ones that are more like peaches.
Yeah, that's I use this.
Oh, tahine.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I know it's like a little weird putting on blueberries, but I like it.
Yeah, most of the time they isn't that what they put on like some of the mixed drinks or like the glasses for the well they use tahine for a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah.
Heck, they even put it on elote, don't they?
Mm-hmm. You can.
That's what I thought.
Yep. Mm.
In Monterrey on Sundays up there, the chick's dad went somewhere and he got like barbacoa
Mm.
and brought it home and we made tacos. Oh my God, that was it was killer. It was like the best. I've never had tacos that good. Oh man, that stuff was so good.
Wow.
They did it on. I think it was like something they did like on Sundays only, and he would like go kind of early in the morning to go get it. He had this spot where they made it or whatever, where he always went to get it.
Mm.
And he'd come back like, I forget, like 9 in the morning. I mean, he didn't like go super early, but he went like, in the morning. Probably went like 7, 8 o'clock maybe, or.
Mm.
But yeah, it was so good.
Wow. Golly.
Well, like Mexico City, the one time I went down there, I got there like it was like close to midnight. I think I left at like 5 o'clock in Columbus, and I went to Dallas to Mexico City maybe. And yeah, I didn't get there till midnight or almost midnight.
Wow.
We stopped to get street tacos. There was places that was still open at like midnight. I was like, this is crazy. We're gonna eat tacos at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning.
In the morning, and they're fresh.
Oh yeah, we did the same thing when we went to Morelia. We left with the bus in the evening, and it was like 2.5, 3 hours maybe. I can't remember how long it took us to get to Morelia from Mexico City. But yeah, when we got there, because her mom's brother, it was me, her mom, her stepdad didn't go for some reason, I don't know. But we stayed at her uncle's house, her mom's brothers. They were like, he was like a music teacher or something with music in Mexico, the University of La Salle. Her mom was a professor there in Mexico City.
Oh
But her
no.
uncle was like in Morelia. Her
Mm.
one uncle made furniture. her other uncle, they were like jazz artists or whatever. They made paintings and shit.
Wow.
Like some of the paintings they did were like erotic, man. It was crazy.
Mm.
Some of the oil paintings they did.
Wow. I can
When
imagine.
we went to Morelia, when we got there, we did the same thing. We went and ate tacos. It was like, I don't know, like midnight or it was late.
Mm.
It was fun. Her uncle stayed on this golf course called Tres Morias, where the Lorena Ochoa, the Mexican golfer, where she had played golf and stuff.
Mm.
It was bad. It was like they had it was all gated. You had to have a thing to get in. It was freaking nice houses out there on the golf course.
Wow.
But then we did a tour. I wished I would have videoed this shit. Like this was, but back then I didn't really, this was like years probably, and this was in probably 2012, I think, is when we were down there. It was when we were down there for Christmas.
Oh wow.
And we did a tour in Morelia. Like, we was on this, oh shit. It was almost like a train car looking thing. And then they drove around and they had a speaker that would tell us about like different stuff, points of interest. We walked to like this old Catholic church and stuff.
Wow.
And we went in this place where they make some kind of candy in Morelia. We toured that, and then after we watched like a video of like how they do stuff. It was pretty cool. Well, yeah, it was interesting.
Wow. Is there like, do you see a huge difference in Mexico now versus Mexico back then? Or rather ask like, do you notice anything different about Mexico now versus Mexico back in those years?
Just give me 1 minute here. Okay, it was, the company I'm working for, they had me go down and, they didn't have, like, the company up here, there's another company that, like, has a bunch of the work up here, and this year it's kind of slow. So they had me go down to help out the division in Columbus yesterday and today. So I text like the head guy up here in Mansfield, like told him everything, and he's like, "Oh, we can use you tomorrow on this other job up here." I was like, "All right, what time?" And he's like, "I'll get back to you." And then I text the other foreman, and he's like, "No, it's not him." So this other foreman, I don't have his number. So the other guy just got back with me and said to be there at 7 or whatever, and I guess the trucks are supposed to call the boss the foreman at 6 if it's raining tomorrow. So, just sent me his number.
Okay.
So
So you never tried to work out this way in California or anything?
well, it's I'm actually I'm actually part of the union here in Ohio.
Okay.
I got a union job, and like our union here for the equipment operators is like one of the best unions in the
In the union.
in the USA. Ours is like one of the better ones as far as benefits and like what we get paid. Like the same union in other states are not near as like the one in local 18, the one I'm part of, is like one of the better ones in the United States as far as pay and benefits go.
Wow.
So that's why I kind of
Just put up with it.
stick here in Ohio.
Okay. Wow. So
I mean, there's
have you heard anything about Alaska?
as far as
As far like the way that the union fights for you and the pay?
the only really thing that I know about Alaska is what Billy Dom used to say when well, actually I had my buddy that I went to El Salvador with from that, they used to work on the fishing boats up there in Alaska. Like you worked I forget how many months straight, and then you like did a contract of X amount of months.
About 3 months.
I think that's what it was, like 3 months, but you work like freaking dogs. You work like, what, 18 hours a day or so, I don't know. You work some freaking crazy ass hours for 3 months, and then I think they cut you a check after you're done or something. I forget how it all
Yeah,
went.
because if you quit that contract early, you gotta pay. Like they're gonna take that out of your check for food and all of that. So yeah. So if you're not ready to go out there, don't do it.
Yeah. Yeah, so I just kind of been I've been with this union since I got in 2018, so I don't know, I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, I can basically live anywhere in the state of Ohio and still be in the same union.
Okay.
So like when I moved from Columbus to up here, I'm still in the same union. They have 6 different districts in Ohio, so I just went from one district to another. But I still be in the same, so I'm vested as far as like my retirement and stuff. You have to have 5 credits, which is 5,000 hours, I believe.
Okay.
Or something like that. So I got vested last year. I hit my hours and stuff, so I'm good. At first, it was like my first job I had that, I didn't work all year round. And at first I was like, man, how's this going to work? I was used to working 12 months out of a year and get like 2 weeks off. And now, doing this job, I work like 6-7 months and get 5 months off. But with unemployment, I basically work 6 or 7 months and get paid for 12. So, I mean, unemployment don't pay as much as my regular wage, but still.
But hey, when you're going out the country, does it matter?
Yeah. I just make sure my make sure, like when I went to Honduras, I just made sure that I had my VPN subscribed and it was good, because once you leave the country, man, unless you use VPN, you ain't filing for unemployment, man. They like something with their website. Once you leave the country, you ain't accessing shit unless you got that VPN
Oh yeah.
that
Which
shows you in the States.
which VPN do you use?
Uh, Shit, where is it? Is it Proton? I think
Proton?
I found it on the Google, or I found it on the store, the whatever, the Android, the Google Play Store.
Okay. So
Where the heck is it?
so what make you go with that one over something like Nord?
I was just going and looking, browsing for like some free VPNs, and I downloaded it and it let me. I used it the one time when I was in the Dominican Republic, and then it was like a free trial or something. And then I went and then last year I paid for it. I think I paid like $10 or something for a month.
Okay.
And I went to the Walmart and got the Google Play card, and I put the money on the thing, and like the day before I left, I clicked on there and subscribed, and then I was gone for a month. So after I came back, I unsubscribed, and then whenever I go again, I'll just pay for it for a month if I'm going a month, and yeah,
Okay.
wherever I need it.
Nice. I'll definitely check that out. Cause it's like when you hear the thing about VPNs, they talk about Nord and
Yes, Proton VPN.
Proton VPN. Okay, hold on. Let me mark that down. Proton VPN.
I mean, there's so many like YouTubers and different guys will have different like sponsorship videos. Like Backpacker Ben has this one right now with I think it's something with the cell phone service, and Kurt Kaz had this thing with Manscaped, the little trimmer, and I don't know, different people had different like videos that this video is sponsored by Manscaped.
And that's what I want right there. I hope to God, I hope to the universe that I get a sponsorship soon, and that would definitely help out with a lot. You know. Because like I'm at like 12,500 subscribers. So
Wow.
yeah. I'm trying to, like I said, I'm trying to get into my niche now, which is traveling and doing interviews, with other people in the travel community. And I also want to do like sketch comedy, you know. So yeah, those are definitely things that I want to be into. So I just want to entertain people, man. I want to see people smile. I want to see people
Right.
happy. Damn all that being mad and trying to be the tough guy and all that craziness. Like, nah,
Yeah.
life is too short, bro.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's definitely yeah, definitely not. It's not worth being mad and upset, just freaking be happy and enjoy life.
Exactly. I know some people they got all the money in the world, quote unquote, but they're always mad. They're always upset. They're always fussing
Oh,
about something. And I'm like, all that money
man.
you got, and that don't even change your attitude. You don't want to travel nowhere. The the women I see you deal with, they just da 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 da, and they're angry and everything. I'm like, what are you doing? What sense does it make for you to have this tool called money, and you're always mad? The women you deal with are mad. Your friends, they're always mad. Like, what are you guys doing?
We, the place we were working in New Albany, Ohio, the last 2 days. Oh my gosh! If I would, all the cars, like that neighborhood, like the area where we was working, the cars that went through there, if I would have had half of the of all the cars I seen there in the last 2 days, if I would have had half the value of all those cars, shit, I wouldn't have to work.
Exactly.
I seen Teslas, BMWs, Porsches, Audis. I seen a Lamborghini SUV.
I
Seen
saw a
a
lamb
Tesla
yesterday.
truck. Man, this is crazy. Like Lexus. I mean, these freaking people had mad expensive cars, and they were like trying to fly through there, and like, seriously, just because you guys got money, got fancy cars, you can do whatever you want. Like, slow down, we was working. Man, it's freaking crazy. These people
Exactly.
with all this money. The
Wow.
one, the one roller operator was telling me, they googled the area there where we was working,
Uh-huh.
and he was telling me that the property taxes yearly on some of these houses where we was working at was $50,000 a year property tax.
Wow.
50,000 a year. That's
50,000 a year.
crazy.
I'm used to seeing property taxes like 500 for the year. Like those are the property taxes I'm used to seeing. You're
Yeah,
talking
these
about
houses are
50,000 for it. Like,
like
what kind of
millions.
house do you have that your property tax, nothing else but your property tax, or 50 grand? That's crazy.
That's called multi-million-dollar houses. The guy, well, there. When I worked for this other company that did parking lots, we was in a gated area. We had to go in through security. Where the dude that started Victoria's Secrets, he's from Columbus, Ohio, or he's from that area, New Albany, Ohio.
Wow.
And we went back in that area.
Hmm?
Oh shit, there was big money houses back there.
Wow.
Yeah, big money houses.
Man. I guess it's kind of like that area in Arkansas where the Walmart family's from. That middle.
Oh, in Bentonville.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Man, when you coming in there, you wouldn't think you're gonna see that, but yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. That's not how I want to live. Like me myself, Africa is for me. I'm putting it out there to the universe. I'm gonna have property in Africa. I'm gonna own and have businesses in Africa. I'm gonna be active, stand on that. I'm gonna create that. I'm putting it out to God. I'm putting it out to the universe. I'm going to achieve and reach that.
Right. No, I've uh, I've I've contemplated about you know, actually my Venezuelan friend in Boca Chica, we have talked about doing like starting a business, you know, like I would basically, she would be like my GM, or like she would be the one in charge, because obviously I don't live there. It would be essentially be my business. I would be the owner, and she would be the one like managing it.
Oh yeah, and see,
We've
like you
talked
got
about it.
what what type of business are you thinking about?
Uh, well, what do people do in the Dominican Republic? Drink and eat.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Yes, drink, eat, and leave DNA. And don't worry about child support custody.
Yeah, I don't think the stocks are too high for like the condom companies in the DR.
Oh yeah, not at all. Like Latin America, period. Honestly,
Right,
shoot,
right.
God. I mean, the pro areas may use those sometimes, things of that nature, but just on average, no, it's not a thing.
Right.
But yeah. So, do you have a niche that you're going after, or just food and drinks in general?
Well, that's kind of what she was talking, or that's what we were talking about. Something like that. So I don't know. We'll see. Last time I was there, we were supposed to, or maybe the next time I go, we might drive around to see, where we could possibly. You
Have a
kind of want to
location.
be in a tour. You want to be in a tourist area,
Oh
kind
yeah.
of, where you're going to make the most money. Um, I don't know. That was one thing that we kind of tossed up, was a food and alcohol or something like that.
Mm.
So we'll see what happens. It would probably just be, for now, it would probably just be her till things would have to get going for more people, or maybe her and one more person to make sure. Probably just her to begin with, to start to, till we make sure things will work out and get going, and
Make
making
make sure
profit.
you look at the legal side of that, because if you hire somebody in DR, I know it's kind of like you have to pay into like their medical or something like that. So make sure you're looking at all sides of that.
Oh yeah, I mean, when I was in Roatan, they were like, some people were like, man, won't you freaking buy a property or something? I'm like, well, you could buy something and, like turn it into Airbnb when you're not there, and this one guy that's a friend of the Canadian guy that owns the private island, Lime Cay, he's a lawyer, and they were like, before you buy property, you gotta hire a lawyer and make sure shit's legit, because you can't just go buy from somebody, because there was an instance where somebody thought they had property, and here it was somebody else that wasn't even the owner of the property sold them the piece of land, and they started building, and then the owner of the land came up and like, hey, what's going on here? And they're like, oh, well, I bought this property from this guy, and this guy wasn't even he didn't have nothing. It wasn't even his property or whatever.
Mm.
So you gotta
Want to make sure you
be
get that
careful.
research done.
Yeah,
Get in contact with the proper channels, because that doesn't only happen there. That's all over the world. Um, Sad to say, but you have, like, let's say you got a family that owns the property together. You might be talking to the true owner, but that's not the only owner. It's multiple owners, and if everybody else don't want to sell, and that one person want to sell, now you're in an uproar, and you're probably not going to get that money back, more than likely. And of course, what are you gonna do? Have the people break down those bricks? Probably not. So now they got a free building on the property, and you're just out of money unless you're some super rich guy or woman.
right. Yeah, so that's the one thing. There's a lot of you know a lot of legal. You got to make sure everything's legal and documented, and it's not just like decided to go and rent or open this business or whatever. So I don't know. That was one of the things that was talked about, but I mean, or go and if you find somebody that's got something established and is looking to get out of it, like basically take it over or whatever.
Oh yeah, definitely want. If you can find something you can acquire, that's definitely the move.
Yeah, and the other, the main thing is me being living here in the States or whatever, to find somebody that's trustworthy to run your business while you're not there, that's another big thing, to find somebody that you can trust.
Oh yeah.
And it's not going to take off with your business and all the money and stuff.
Cause that happens too, Uh, you just have to know every inch of your business. You got to know what every soda costs, what every beer costs, what every chicken wing. It don't matter if it's a carrot. You got to know the cost of everything so that you know what you're supposed to be recouping and what your break even point is, and what you're paying somebody, what the overhead is, everything you got to know. Yeah, so it's a lot of people think it's happy go lucky. Okay, you will run yourself into the ground, not knowing what your cost to do business is.
Yeah.
Or you allow somebody to dig deeply into your profits, and you never know, because you're like, oh, well, I'm making this money, but you're not making all your money because this person's robbing you. You don't even know.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think Fit Travel and this other guy, this guy that kind of got ticked off that I didn't, that I had this girl take me to the airport, because I think that's kind of one of their business that they have, is this guy is does like a taxi service or whatever, because he was before I went to Boca Chica, he was telling me that, hey, this guy, there's another guy that lives in Delaware that has been over there, and the guy will come pick you up from the airport and take you to your Airbnb, and if you want to go somewhere or whatever, he'll come and It's kind of their business that they had.
Okay, I understand that. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's like, okay, you're one person. Okay, you got a local person that got one person. They act like that's the whole business. That's not the whole business. You just one person. Good
Right.
lord. But I don't know. I I don't know how to call that. But some people, they don't want a dollar to go to waste anywhere else but their pocket.
Right.
Oh yeah. Like, are you like, um, are you like really close to those guys, or just kind of on bypassing?
Well, the Fit Travel, I've never like met him in person. I just like he used to do like lives on YouTube. He hasn't gone live on YouTube in a long time, but he used to do lives on YouTube. I would join, and then he got me hooked up with the other guy that has like the guy that picked me up from the airport. So I mean I did. That was the first time I ever met him. Was the day that I showed up the first time in Boca Chica. That was like the first time that I met him. So I mean, I just know him through Fit Travel or whatever.
Okay.
But the second time I had the girl pick me up. The second time, well, the Venezuelan girl picked me up the second time I went to Boca Chica. So I haven't really talked to him since the first time I was there. But he lives in Santo Domingo. But he does like different people that go there, whatever, that know him or like that know Fit Travel or whatever, like their buddies or whatever that go there, or other people. Like he used to promote that their like business on YouTube or whatever. Like if anybody wanted to go to, anybody was going to the Dominican Republic and whatever. But I actually got the girl, the Venezuelan girl, Alejandra. She does some taxi work too, and I got her some business. Some American kid or dude I met at one restaurant or whatever, and I was telling him, I guess I met him because he was at this restaurant having breakfast. He got there like the night before and he couldn't find his Airbnb. The directions were kind of janky or whatever. So he had to he stayed at this hotel for one night, and he waited, I guess, till daytime to try to find the Airbnb or whatever. But he wanted to go to Santo Domingo or whatever, and he ended up getting a bus and going to Santiago or Sosua or something. I forget where
Santiago,
he went. Santiago,
good choice. Good choice if it was Santiago.
He went to different places, I think, maybe. I can't remember, but she took him to around Santo Domingo, Zona Colonial, or some different places, and she said that he paid her pretty good, and he paid her food and stuff, and so.
I know she was happy.
Well, she's cool. I've been, I don't know. I should have got my shit together and went with her to Venezuela before the election. Because now that place is crazy now. It's friggin' all kinds of madness, man. I seen on TikTok where Elon Musk, it was that president Maduro. Apparently Elon Musk made some comment about the election fraud or something, and this dude was on TikTok right away in the fight Elon Musk. He was
Wow.
pissed.
Golly, that's wild. That is wild, man.
So yeah, it was crazy. So I don't know if I'll be going to Venezuela anytime soon. I wanted to go, man. After I seen Volpe's videos and shit, I was like, man, freaking Venezuela looks nice. They got
It,
some nice places like
it
Isla
is.
Margarita.
I haven't been, but I have a Venezuelan friend that lives in Panama, and they have a property there. They're they will show me video of them on their property, and it's a nice property, but like they said, it's so rough now that it doesn't make no sense to go there. And if she's from there and she don't want to go there, how much sense does that make for me to not be from there and go there?
Right.
You
Oh
know.
yeah, Alejandro was sending me like video or like these things on Instagram, like Isla Margarita.
Uh huh.
You can literally buy like a house or apartment, like 1 or 2 bedroom apartment or house or whatever on Isla Margarita. You can buy that shit nice as fuck for under like $20,000.
Oh yeah.
Less than $20,000, like 16,000 dollars for like and it's like furnished and shit. It's nice, man. She sent me the videos. I was like, holy shit, man. That is nice. But
Man. But the thing about it is, can you really be comfortable there? That's the thing about it. Like, if something happens, it's not like you can just walk across into Colombia from right there. Like,
right.
so
I mean, more or less, if I invested like that, I would do it as like Airbnb,
mm,
and then like if I wanted, when I would have time to go, like in the winter when it's winter time here and I'd have time to go, I would just make sure that like block off that nobody can rent it, that way I can stay there.
oh
And then
yeah.
when I'm not there, but when I talked to a realtor in Roatan, because actually the apartment I was in was for sale, and they asked me if they could show it, and they wanted me to be there since my stuff was in there, and I was like, yeah, no problem. So they showed up. The realtor guy showed up with a couple to look at it. And there was actually another one, a 2 bedroom, like right in front of the building, like kind of beside it. And that one was for sale too. I
Did you
went
go
with
through
that. I don't
what it was, Remax?
No, I forget the name of the realtor. I think he was originally from, was he from Wisconsin? Wisconsin?
Okay, I was trying to make an understanding of it, because from my understanding, the most legit company there is Remax. I'm not saying you can't trust any of the rest of them, but I know for sure Remax won't rip you out of it. Won't rip you out of anything.
That one was like, the 2 bedroom was, dang, I forget how much they were wanting for that thing. But the thing is, with like the apartments there, they come fully furnished.
Hmm?
Like the one I was staying in, if they would have sold it, everything would have stayed in the apartment. Like everything, like it was fully furnished. Fridge, stove, the sink, washer, dryer, TV,
So,
couch, chair, bed, everything stayed in. Everything that was in there stayed. Furniture all stayed in the apartment. So if you bought the apartment, you buy everything in there. I mean, if you wanted to obviously paint it to a different color than what it was, that's up to you. But everything stayed. The furniture stayed. So yeah, it was a nice apartment. I don't know if they sold it or what. The guy from the management company, I haven't talked to him like the contact I had for the Airbnb. So I don't know if it got sold or not. I just know if I would have went back I was planning on going in February, but work's kind of so I don't know if I can do 2 month long trips and another like week or two. So I probably won't go back, but in February when I was planning on going back, it wasn't available for the dates I wanted, so I don't know if I didn't check different dates to see if it was still on Airbnb or not, but I mean, I don't know if like the people that, it looked like the people were like local people that were, unless they were wanting to do the same thing as buy it and rent it out, I don't know.
Wow.
But it was nice. The heck was the name of the management company? It was Westcott Villas was the management company. It's like, Westcott Villas has a bunch of like different, like there was this one was like where shit. Dang it, what's the name of the Splash Inn? The diving place. The Splash Inn, the diving dive place.
Oh, okay.
They got their like
the scuba diving place.
They got like a restaurant, and then they got like behind the restaurant they got hotels, and then on the other side is like the dive thing. Well, there's a street that goes way back.
The reef.
Back up the hill.
Like the reef.
Past Henry Morgan, way back there. There's like some blue ones. And then there's Henry Morgan, you go around this way and winds way back up there. It's probably when I first went back there with the cab driver, I was like, holy shit, what did I get myself into? After I walked it wasn't that bad, like 10-15 minutes from the apartment, leaving my apartment back there to being out on the main road, 10-15 minutes.
Wow.
And so, yeah. They had another one almost out at the entrance, a yellow complex that was Westcott Villas as well. But that guy told me, he said, let me know if you come back or whatever. If this one's not available, we can find one of our other ones. So, he was pretty cool because my door, something messed up with my door. They had to replace the whole new lock and handle and everything. They had to fix that if something broke or something. So, but they took care of it, and I never had any issues. Being it was an apartment, the electricity was separate. It cost me like, I think $80 for the electric. They read the meter when I moved in, and then they read the meter, or he showed up when I left, the day that I left. He showed up and got the number off the meter, and then I had to pay like, I forget what it was per kilowatt or something, but it ended up being like almost $80 or something like that.
Man.
I mean, it was, the time I was there, it wasn't like hot. It was actually, the first couple weeks, it was kind of windy and rainy, so I didn't really use the AC that much.
Oh.
So I didn't have to, it wasn't that bad. Like, I mean, I can understand it because, like, the island, they said the electricity is, like, the most expensive thing there.
Yeah, it is.
And you got people that friggin' rent the apartments and, like, friggin' have the AC maxed out day and night when they're not even in there. And so, but yeah, I found there was a couple other apartments available in that same unit or that built tower back there for the dates that I wanted in February, but I don't think I'm gonna make it. Maybe I'll go at the end of 2025 or maybe 2026. Maybe I'll go back January or something. I probably won't go back around Christmas because it's kind of rainy.
Yeah, that tropical rain.
I done fulfilled my bucket list, so I don't have to go back on Christmas anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, it was nice. I mean, shit, it was crazy. It was like, you would have thought it was 4th of July. Like, for Christmas and New Year's, you'd have thought it was 4th of July, man. It was shooting off firecrackers. It was crazy. At like midnight on December 31st. It was crazy. They was shooting off fireworks. It was Sunday, so they got us like a waiver thing from the city or whatever. They kind of, because usually the bars and shit close at like midnight on Sundays. They only like Friday and Saturday they open till like 2 in the morning. But since it was New Year's, they kind of looked the other way, and yeah, I was at the bar till like almost 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh.
It was like 3, I think it was like 3 o'clock by the time I got back to my apartment when I was walking back there, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, it was a good time.
Damn, most definitely. Sure, bro. I ain't even trying to rush out the phone with you. I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm about ready to take my butt to sleep.
I know. I need to get my butt to sleep because if it's not raining, I gotta get up at like 4 o'clock this morning.
Oh man.
I gotta get up at like at least 5 o'clock because it's almost an hour, probably like a 45-minute drive where we gotta go to work.
Oh wow. And that's what traffic shouldn't be that bad tomorrow, huh?
No, it's usually traffic's not bad in the morning. I mean, I'm not in Columbus, so traffic ain't bad up here.
Oh yeah. Most definitely.
Columbus is crazy. It's a whole nother. On 71 going down to Columbus, if the closer you get to like around Delaware, you get to like close to Columbus, shit, you better be doing like 75, 80. If not, they run your ass off the road. It's crazy, man.
Oh yeah. Like a mini Chicago. Sure.
It's crazy for real.
Have you ever bumped into that YouTuber, Jackson Cooper? Jackson Cooper. He's from the Columbus area.
Oh, Coop's Corner.
Coop's Corner. Yep.
No, I didn't know he was from Columbus, and then he went to Gary, Indiana.
Yeah, he just recently went to Gary. I'm very
He
familiar
did
with
a
Gary,
live with freaking
with
Jay Rello.
Jay Rello.
Yeah. I didn't know he was from Columbus till I watched the replay. I didn't even catch his live, and he said, "Yeah, he's from Columbus."
Oh yeah. Um.
Well, Sin City, he's from like Cincinnati somewhere.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So yeah, definitely. I would definitely like to link in with those guys. So I don't
Yeah,
know. Huh?
I'll get in touch with Strill Life and see what we can do as far as getting on like do a IG live or something maybe,
Okay.
and then I'll see what he says. I'll talk to him and let him know that you're looking at getting in touch with him as far as like editing stuff goes for videos and stuff, and he's cool. I'm sure he's cool with it. So
Okay.
I just got to talk to him, and if he agrees or if everything's good, I'll either give him your number or see if he don't mind, I'll give you his number or
Oh
whatever.
yeah, go ahead. Most definitely, yes.
We can set something up for IG live or something.
Okay. Yep. We can do the IG thing, Facebook. I'm growing my TikTok. They had banned my channels before. I had one channel. I was at 98,000, and my other channel was at 71,000 on TikTok, and they banned both my channels.
Dang.
I had money up there and everything. They never gave my money back. But other TikTokers told me I could have fought to got my channel back, but I was so mad about it. I was like, you know what? Damn TikTok. They just messed up everything, and I didn't fight to get it back. So it is what it is.
Right.
Yeah, but it's okay. I'm starting over. I have two new channels. I feel like this right here. If I can do it one time, I can do it again.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I was a couple of years ago. I was on my buddy that lives here in town. He got me hooked on TikTok, and yeah, I was on it quite a bit that year over the winter when we was laid off. Shit, I would be up till 3, 4, 5 in the morning on TikTok lives and shit, and all kinds of. We had a groups of people that we'd always get on TikTok or whatever, and then last winter I just kind of didn't mess with it that much, and then when I go back to work I just didn't have time to mess with it.
Oh yeah.
Now I don't know, it's just everybody wants to do battles, and it's just, I don't know, it's just,
Yeah, I'm not trying to do all that balance stuff, and we're not talking about travel, and we're not talking about enlightening things and positivity and business ideas. I don't want to deal with people like that. I'm not trying to do this YouTuber smoke thing, fighting with other YouTubers and all of that. No, I'm not trying to do all of that.
I think Strill, I think he talked to a realtor in Roatan. So, I mean, there could be a possibility, we could all three maybe do something. I don't know. We could, get something going.
Okay. Yeah, it's a definite possibility. I'm not gonna lie, I'm more of a fan of Africa and Dominican Republic than Honduras. I was looking at Honduras. I wanted to actually buy one of those container houses, but then the guy was telling me about it was some land disputes going on. He was telling me, hey, don't trust this guy right here to buy land from him because what's going to happen, he's going to sell you the land. The people that he's disputing with, then they're going to be on you. You're going to be out of money. So that's why I kind of fell off of that area. But I don't know. I mean, if that issue could be resolved, like once I found out that my great grand, I mean not once I found out, but when my father was telling me about my great grandfather is from Panama, he is kind of connected somewhere with Honduras. I'm just not sure the whole spiel with the Honduras thing. So I don't know. I need to figure that out because I may have complete ancestry tied to Honduras, but I know that my great grandfather was around those areas.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So I got to see how that I got to see how that works out and everything. If I can, cause I have another friend of mine. He has his land. He has his Honduran passport now, and he got it through ancestry. Yep,
Wow.
yep. So we got to see how that goes. But don't get me wrong. I like Honduras. Um, I just don't want to get myself mixed up in it's money that I would never see back again. Like, nah, I'd much rather go somewhere that I know for sure I can buy and own something, you know.
Yeah.
Yep. Somewhere that's proven that other extraterrestrials have went to and they own something. And they haven't had any problem with the government trying to take it back from them, or people come in and say, "Oh no, this is my family's land." Once you do the process, you sign the paperwork, it's done, and you truly 100% own it. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm not rich, and I don't have money to be uh spending that I can't get back.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, but yeah, definitely send me the other guy's channel, um, his channel and the other person's channel, and I'll go ahead and subscribe to them, and then we can all get together tomorrow if you guys have time tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll see what I can do as far as getting in touch with Strill. I mean, I need to get to bed. I mean,
Yep.
it's
Yep.
10 o'clock. Past
Same
10
thing,
o'clock.
bro. I'm over here holding on. Like I wasn't trying to fall asleep on y'all. Like, man, let me go ahead and make it through, man. Cause I was like, man. But yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, if you got a hot second, just shoot me his page link if you got a little energy.
Okay.
Okay, most definitely.
I get Strill's. I can send you Strill's thing.
Okay.
Strill Life, and that way I can send you. He sent me one of his video links in WhatsApp, so I can forward you that one, so you can check out his channel, and yeah, I'll get in touch with him as far as see what about the editing stuff.
Right, and everything. So yeah, man. Whatever time work for you tomorrow, man. We can get together and conversate again tomorrow.
Okay.
Sure. Like I said, I know I'm ready to go to sleep. I know you ready to go to sleep.
I'll see what's going on tomorrow, and I'll let you know though.
All right.
Well,
Man.
it was nice talking to you.
Yes, sir.
Take
Later.
care. Hopefully one day we'll be traveling together.
I know, right, man. Most definitely. We try to set some up very soon, bro.
Yeah.
We'll talk
Yeah,
tomorrow,
man, for
bro.
real.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, man. Take
Later.
care.
Peace.
Later.
Yo.